details as well. Yes. Yep. Okay, so here's the real issue. Like, if everybody is selling the same thing, right, and you ask the person to buy something from you, right, how can the customer choose among all the choices that they have that they should be buying from you? Do you want to learn how to do that? Yep. And a lot of times when we lose the sales, right, it's because there's too many choices. People never choose to buy from you, even though your one sounds better than other people, right? And there's one reason for it. I'm going to share with you inside the 4 days training as well, okay? And I'm going to show you also, right, a case study, right, of how a student get hundreds of leads, okay, and my own personal case study on how I get hundreds of leads without numbers or privacy issue by tomorrow. Okay, how many of you want to learn this? Only 1, 2, 3 people. No lah. In fact, everyone should be wanting to learn this, right? Correct? Now, if not, I don't know why you're here lah. All right. So next, I'm going to share with you, right, the ultimate closing formula as well, on how that will help you to see, right, what exactly that you're selling to the customer and how you want to sell a system that can help you to find out what you need to say exactly in order to close the sales. Right, because most of the time, right, when I see salespeople that comes to me for help, right, and a lot of my other students as well, they say, Aaron, I don't know what to say. So I'm going to give you a structure on, that can govern on what you need to say to the customer. All right, because you see, if you don't know what the right way to say things to the customer, right, how can you expect your customer just to buy something just because you are like taking out a product, right, and say, hey, Mr. Customer, I'm selling this product, you should buy from me. How can you expect the customer to buy like that? Agree? Right? And that's why, right, I want your help, right, to maybe be totally upfront with me. Is that okay? Now, how many of you, right, your sales income or commission right now is not very consistent? Like your commission is like up, down. Some months got commission, some months don't have commission. Wow, I didn't expect that many of you are. Okay. Now, there is a reason why for this. And I'll share with you on day 4 more about this. Because, right, I'm going to share with you on day 4 the 3 steps that you need to modify so that you can have consistent sales income without doing everything on your own. All right? And also, because you don't know the strategy to actually get sales, right? So I'm going to share with you as well on day 4 the unlimited sales strategy so that you don't have to worry about, I don't have a customer, I don't have sales, I don't have leads. Right? Once you have this unlimited sales strategy, you can start to build upon it, and you can even start right now, even you're starting from scratch, starting from zero, you still can start with this unlimited sales strategy. All right? So here's the thing. You're going to learn all this in this 4 days. Right? And some of you may be thinking, right, Aaron, this sounds like, right, everything is for salespeople, right? But here's the thing. It doesn't matter whether you're selling something or haven't sold something, or you want to jump to sales, or you're in business right now. If you're in business, you own a business, you are also selling something. Agree or not? Yeah? Because the best person, let's say if you're a salesperson, you're owning your own business. You're a salesperson for a company, you're helping the company sales. If you are having your own business, that means you are the one that is the best person to sell your product and services. If you do not know how to sell, how can you train your team members, your staff, your employees on how to sell? Agree or not? And here's the truth. It's not by your fault on your own. A lot of business owners, right, they don't know that they need to learn how to sell in order to start a business. And that's why, like, 95% of the businesses, they fail in the first year because they did not focus on getting sales, right? And here's the thing. This training is also going to be for you if you are tired and frustrated. Maybe you attend a lot of webinars, a lot of training already, and trying out new things, but nothing seems to work. Maybe right now you feel lost, right? You don't know what you should do, no direction, especially in making income, right? Maybe you got a little bit of results in sales, but not really consistent. Maybe you feel like currently the business is stuck and you don't know what else you can do, right? This is going to be for you, okay? And maybe right now you're working, you're in a job, but you feel that, you are looking for new opportunities. Maybe you feel like, I'm not good enough, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that. Now, in these 4 days, you're going to find out a way and you're going to get some kind of clarity. But more importantly, if you want to be able to make money appear on command, this will be for you. Right? You see, you can take something, if you know how to sell, right, you can take something today, a product or a service from someone, and immediately go and sell it and you get cash. Agree, right? Yes. How many of you agree with that? Type in 1. If you today got no money at all, but if you know how to sell, you can immediately go to anyone at all and you approach them and say, you know what, Mr. Business or whatever, right? I see your product is very good. Can I sell this for you? No income needed. I only need commission. Do you think people are going to let you sell their product and services? 100% right. Can you do that with any other thing? Cannot. Only sales can do this. Make sense? Right? Now, this is the fastest way to make money. Right? I don't care what everybody is saying outside there right now, maybe crypto and this and that, everything, right? All those need some kind of substantial investment. But sales is the only one where you can depend on your skill. And you can reuse it again and again and again if you get good at selling. Make sense? So when you find out the true way of how to make a lot of sales in business or a job, right? Whether online e-commerce or Zoom sales or order very face-to-face, you'll be able to generate a lot of income with the least amount of effort. And you will always be given the opportunity that will only open up to people that knows how to close sales. Make sense? Alright? Now, I'm going to share with you, right, what happened to my student when they commit to attend all 4 days of the training, right? Because I know some of you are going to say, I'm going to attend day 1 and see first. I'm going to attend day 2 and see first. Now, if you're not committed, right, I urge you, don't need to attend this training already. You can leave immediately. But if you're committed, these are some of the results that you can get. Kayla just attended my training, okay? And she managed to close more than 50K ANP in 2 weeks. She's an insurance agent, right? Now, how many of you would agree, right, that normally when you tell people you do insurance, people will almost reject you immediately, right? Yes? How many of you are insurance agent and you got rejected every single time the moment you open your mouth that you say you sell insurance, right? Got experience? Most of the time, right? Now, what would you say to a friend that called you and say they are selling insurance? You would reject immediately. Yes? Correct, right? Yep. So after she learned from me, right, she managed to close 50K ANP in just 2 weeks. And I heard the average agent, right, in the Malaysia, right, or most of the countries, right, they can only do average about 50,000 per year. And she did 50,000 for 2 weeks. Make sense? And you see, there are other students as well, selling car, BMW, become top sales advisor, winning award, MLM, got rank promotion, selling loans, become top achiever, MLM product, got British media successful people in Malaysia, insurance agent becoming MDRT, B2B salesperson that work for a company, make 2.5x sales in 6 months, means 250% result in just 6 months alone. And then we got other students that become MDRT again in insurance, selling property, become top and champion. And by the way, I'm going to share with you the case study, his case study of this property by the end of this training. You're going to see there's something amazing that he did, right? Until to the point he managed to get to his dream and goals in just 1 year. Alright? And I share with you how you can do that. Alright? Now, and then another person that sells gold also become top producer. Now, and stuck in sales and they don't know what to do, what to say, cannot close sales, don't know where to get customers, to getting awards and becoming top sales. Now, some of you may be thinking, right, Aaron, I haven't fully, featured my industry yet. Aaron, do you know how to sell insurance? Do you know how to sell property? Do you know how to sell car? Do you know how to sell anything in my industry yet? Right? Now, I have many, many other students that I've coached that I never sold anything in their industry before, including all this. I never sold insurance, I never sold property. But why do you think it works? Because it is based on something that didn't change, right? I'm going to share with you what the secrets are, right? But here's the thing. I could potentially feature all those in the whole training, right? But I think all 4 days, will be all this testimonial only, which I believe is not the reason you're here, all right? So if you can see, right, even though they are all from various different industries, they still get great results. So the real question is, as you know that I haven't sold anything in the industry before personally, right? The only reason the students will get results like this is because, number one, they sell based on a system that didn't change, and they are also tapping their full potential by using this proven system and formula, right, and strategies to make them an ultimate closer. So what a system? System, right, is like our human body. Okay, let's take, for example, our human body. We have our organs, we have our heart, our brain, our lungs, right? All this kind of kidney, every single organ inside our body. All of these work together to make sure we are alive and healthy, right? What are strategies? Strategies are the clear instruction we can give to our body or give to ourselves, right? What to do in order to make sure that we keep our body healthy, like what to eat, what exercise to do, right? So here's a saying about system when we talk about system. And I believe, right, most of us either have a very bad system that we are already in but we didn't know. And when you put a person in a bad system, the system always wins. And you put a person in a good system, the one that don't have any experience at all, maybe the person starting from scratch, if you put them in a good system, they'll always get a shortcut to their goal. Make sense? Right? A person with a good system will get freedom. A person with a bad system will always get stuck. Right? And obviously, right, the smart ones are the ones who will always want to get out of this bad system. Now, and if you need to lead a sales team, right? Imagine if you have a bad system, if you copy to your sales team members, what will happen? People using the same thing but didn't know whether it's a bad system and then didn't perform, right? Because you see, sometimes we want to get our team to perform in sales. It's a headache, correct or not? Like what we want to say to them, what we tell them, right? And then they don't go and follow. But here's the thing. Sometimes it's not because they can't follow or they can't perform. It's usually because they don't have a proven system that is easy to follow, right? So one of the goals I have in life that when I talk about sales and system is to have an income where I don't need to look at the price tag when I spend money. This is where I know where my full potential can be, right? Like there was a time, right, I was eating a very expensive Thai restaurant, and you know that crab meat fried rice was $108, you know. Although my partner and I like the crab meat fried rice a lot, but she go and say, wow, very expensive, and wanted to order something else. So I just told her this, you know, I'll order it because I know I can make back multiple times of the money tomorrow, so don't worry, just order what you want. Now, I want to have a very honest conversation with you guys. Who here would like to be this person that you know how to make money on command come to you because you know sales, right? And because of that, you can spend money without looking at the price tag. Type in me inside the chat box. Who wants to be able to do that? Now, I'm not saying you must do that, but I'm saying that you have to get the ability so that you can feel like that because you can do more good things to your loved ones. Like let's say if you want to bring out your family to a dinner, and then every single time you bring them out, and then you bring them to places that only you can afford, and the places they also don't like, then what can you do? Do you want to remain in this kind of situation or not? Obviously not, right? Like every single time you want to spend money, you have to look at your budget, look at budget. That's not a very good way of living, right? Isn't it? Yeah? Okay, thank you for replying, guys. So the ones that didn't type in me, you want to what? Become like billionaire in the next 1 year, is it? Too little already. You don't need to look at price tag. You want to buy even more expensive things. Okay, so these next 4 days, right, I'm going to be brutally honest with you, alright? And tell you only the cold hard truth. And I want to guarantee, right, that 40-50% of the thing I'm going to tell you is something that you won't be comfortable with. Can we agree with that or not? Is that okay? Type in agree inside the chat box. Do you want me to sugarcoat things, or do you want me to be upfront, brutally honest with you? And it may hurt your feelings sometimes. Is that okay? Alright, good. Now, I want to share a first case study with you. Okay? Now, this is Adib, an introvert IT guy who is working in the IT backend and take the challenge to do IT sales because of his expenses is rising, right, with the family that he has. But what I found out, right, that he says that sales is very hard. He can't close any sales for months. The clients avoided him, don't know how to talk to customer. The boss also look at him one kind. But obviously, right, this has impacted his income, right, and his ability to provide for the family. Then he met me, and I agreed to coach him with my ready, set, and close system, right? And then when he started to have more confidence about the sales because he have more clarity ready, he's very clear about what he needs to do, then his clients are responding better to him. And this is the results of consistently following a good system in selling. He won a 9-figure project tender worth 110 million. Now, who here feels this result is not bad? Okay, now this not a result. And just let you know one thing, I've never sold anything in the IT industry before. Quite okay, right? Right? Imagine, right? you also have the same system to do something like this? Do you feel like if you can do something like this, a very top, where the company has, the first time the company ever did a 9-figure project, right, is because of him. Now, if you can become the top performer in your company or whatever that you do, that you are the first one that makes the highest amount of sales, do you think that kind of result will add a lot of zeros, a significant amount to your personal income or your business income? Yes or no? Yes, right? Okay, cool. I'm glad you found it the same way. And by the way, I'm going to be asking you this very important question. You have to be very upfront with me. So on a scale of 1 to 10 today, where do you think you are in tapping your full potential in making income, whether in your business or for yourself? 10 being the highest. And if you do not know what is true potential, right, here's an example. Everyone saw this before, right? Khairul Amin, one person in Malaysia here, that actually break a record by making 1.2 million sales in under 4 minutes. 1.2 million. Mean that 4 minutes, if you have a 50% gross margin, he already makes 600,000 into his company and into his pocket. If the cost is 50%. That is a full potential, isn't it? 4 minutes, 600,000. Right? So, you want to ask yourself again. Type into the chat box. 1 to 10, where do you think you are right now in terms of your potential in making income? Now, very simple. If today you want to earn 50,000 a month, you compare that to 50,000. If today you want to make $20,000 a month, then where you are right now comparing to the 20,000, then you will know where's your full potential. Okay. Alright, so most of you are 5 and below. And by the way, if you're 7, 8 or 9 already, then I think this is not a class for you. Alright, if you know how to make money already, right, then I think, why not you go to other places and learn from some other people. Right, because I don't know whether I can teach you anything or not. Right, if you think that you are at your full potential already, if you're 7 and above, I think you should go to other places and learn. Alright, you see, when I was starting, right, I was only 2 to 3, right, at my potential. And I realized the one thing that has kept me from being able to make more money is this one big thing. It's called fear. Alright, this one big thing, fear. Like what, especially when we want to do sales, right? When we go out there and talk to people and everything, because the only way we can get sales is by talking to people, right? Or get people to come out to our website or whatever. We fear of being judged. We fear that we are being taken advantage of, and we fear of failing inside whatever that we try. We feel like we are not good enough to do it, and we always say, right, what if this, what if that, what if this, all the what if. So I ended up trying to do everything myself, and I got tired, and I told myself, Aaron, you need to start looking at things differently and doing things differently. Because you see, right, the only way you can get different results in your life, if you're stuck right now, is to do things differently. Right? Then I asked, right, why people has more money than me? How did they do it? Why are people able to afford a $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 car when I cannot? So what are they doing differently from what I'm doing? That's why I asked myself. So my ability to earn changed when I started to mix around with people who are making a lot of money and got them to teach me. And that gave me the freedom that I wanted, right? So here's the thing. Question to you guys is that, how much more freedom in life, right, would you get if you commit to doing whatever it takes, doing things differently, trying out the different options that what you used to do before, things that fear you, even though there's fear? How much more freedom do you think you're going to get in life? And freedom comes with freedom of choices, the freedom to choose. That is total freedom. Now, how many of you want freedom in life? Okay, seems like everybody should be having freedom in life, right? So, if you're committed to making this change, right, say commit into the chat box, alright? Making a change in how you do things differently, try the things that you're scared of trying. Type in commit, everybody, because if you're not committed, right, then I don't think, you should be here learning already. Right? If you're here just to say, I see first, look, see first, then you can go to other place and look, see. Don't need to look, see here. This is the place for people who are really serious about getting their life in order and committed to making a change. Make sense? Alright? Great, let's start there. So, in this challenge, right, I have a rule for you. Very, very simple only. Whatever that I teach you in these 4 days, right, every single day there will be one assignment. You need to complete all 4 days of assignment and attend all 4 days. Can you commit to that or not? Yes? Okay, cool. Now, and for those of you, right, that went to the web page and registered for this session but haven't joined the Telegram group yet, please type this into your browser and join the Telegram group. Tim, can type into the chat box as well so that everybody can click and join the Telegram group. Now, you have to submit the assignment inside the Telegram group, alright? Make sense? And in these 4 days, right, I'm going to have a lot of things to share with you, as I just noted earlier, right? So I won't be having any breaks for you, okay? Make sure you bring your toilet together with you. You can come here, you bring a bottle or whatever, you bring your coffee, your tea with you, everything, right? If you have to bring your laptop together with you to the toilet or whatever, right, go, okay? So there will be no breaks. And because I have a lot of things to share with you, right, I may not be able to answer your questions. Alright? Because I want to focus on fully sharing everything that I know with you. Okay? So when you attend all these 4 days and if you didn't see a single results from any of my students, right, then I want you to look at your own results. Because in these 4 days, right, when you do the assignment, you will get some kind of result one. Make sense or not? Right? And if you choose not to get a result for yourself, you don't do the homework. And if you don't do the homework, I'm going to be very upfront with you. You won't be able to make it one. Okay? You won't be able to understand what I'm sharing with you. Okay? So, again, I'm going to be very upfront. These 4 days, I will have something to offer to you, and it's going to be something that will lessen your effort to do things, all right? And because I want to get it off your head, right, again, right, you can fully focus on the workshop and what I have to deliver to you. Now, as many people have been attending all these kind of webinar and challenges, wondering whether, is the speaker going to sell something? No, I'm going to tell you upfront, yes, I'm going to be selling something to you that's going to be beneficial and helpful to reduce your time and effort and in fact get you a lot of money in a very short amount of time, right? So when the time comes, I'll let you know and you can choose whether you want to listen to it or not. Okay, and if you completed all these 4 days, right, you will also get this certificate. And let me just remind you, right, this certificate, right, it's not a play certificate. Actually, I got my students that show that they have this certificate from Aaron Chong, and when they go and apply for a sales job, they get double the pay, 2x the pay comparing to 5 people that went for the interview. 5 people went interview, she went interview, she got 2x the pay. Okay, now because of this certificate. Because when the person go and search my name on and he see all the good testimonial on my page, on my LinkedIn, on my Facebook, then say, okay, this person learned from the right person. And if this person is actually attending class to learn how to sell, right, I want to